Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to a new video. So guys, this is video number 3 of my Introduction to Python series, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at comments. Now in the last video, we did the math module and some mathematical operations. So let's quickly just revise that by opening up the Python console. In the last episode we learned about addition, so we can do some addition, right? We learned about subtraction, so we can do a bunch of subtraction as well. We also learned about multiplication, which we do using the star operator and not the X symbol. There you go. We also learned about division. And then finally, we did the modulus operator, which gives you back the remainder, such as 15 modulus 2 gives you back 1, because the remainder of 15 divided by 2 gives you back 1, right? So that's the modulus operator, and that was all the mathematical operation that we learned. Now we also learned about the math module. Before, of course, working with it, we have to import the module using the import keyword, and then we can use some of the mathematical functions that we learned. So, for example, math.floor or math.py, and a lot more. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at comments, okay, and we're going to be taking on where to use comments and how can we apply them in our code to make other people understand our code better. Now, comments are a way to add text to your code, alright? And the way you do this is using the hash symbol. So you type in something like hash, and then after this you type in something like 1 plus 1. It doesn't do anything. And this is because anything after the hash symbol is ignored by Python, alright? So if I type in anything after this, anything at all, right? It will be ignored by Python because comments are a way to add text to your code without Python, interfering with it. And comments are a great way to explain to other people how your code works and what it does, right? So I have a new program over here which you can get by right-clicking new Python file. And over here I'm just going to type in something like import math, and then we're just going to do print out math.py. Now don't get alarmed because I'm using the print function. We haven't learned that yet. We will do it in the next episode, but for now just ignore that, alright? And now you can run this code, okay, and it prints out 3.14159, right? Now this code is really good, right? It works, but the thing is, if that someone else looks at it, and if they're like beginners in Python, they won't really be knowing what this code does, right? And especially when you have a lot of complex programs written, it becomes really hard for the user, for the observer of your program to determine what's actually happening. And that is why you can use comments. So I can add a comment here saying this imports the math module into our code so that we can use all of its functions, right? Or is it this? Must be this, yeah. And then over here we can write in prints out the value of pi to the Python console, alright? And so what this does is it just allows the user who is looking at your code to see what your code does. So over here, if I look at it, it says this imports the math module into our code so that we can use all this function. Okay, that's cool. And this prints out the value of pi to the Python console. Alright, and in this case it's a very simple program that pretty much everyone will understand what is happening. But as you make more complex programs, as you make games, apps, etc., it'll be very important to actually use comments everywhere in your code, and that's why it's so important to be using these. Now, what I've shown you till now are single-line comments. We're going to be moving on to the next type, which are multi-line comments, alright? And you write a multi-line comment using 3 of the your code symbol, and this will give you, if you write 3 of them, it'll give you actually 6 of them, and then you can press enter, and in between all of this, you can write your comment, okay? So over here, you can write whatever you need. So yeah, there we go. So let's say I write author name says Bhavye, right, and write in this program is a test for you to know how to use single line and multi-line comments in our code, right? So this here is an example of a multi-line comment. Basically, anything in between these three quotation marks is called a string, and over here, this string is your comment, all right? And so usually we put these comments at like the very beginning of our code, but you can put it wherever you want. You know, we can even put it over here. So you can say something like the main working of our code, right? Ignore the spelling, please. But yeah, so that is how we can use single line and multi-line comments in our code. Now, one important thing to note about single line comments is that they can also be put after you've already written a line of code. So example, over here there's nothing before the comment, whereas over here we've got this statement, the print statement, before the comment, but that doesn't matter. It will still ignore all of this and still do this. So as you can see, it prints out the value of pi. Now that is just how you can utilize comments in your code. We will be getting where to use comments, and like where exactly should we put them and what should they say later on when we experiment with different types of Python statements. But for now, you should just know that in your code it is very important to add comments. Now guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. If you have any questions or any queries, for example, if something isn't working, leave it down in the comment section and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, because I'm really getting inspired, because I have another subscriber who subscribed to me yesterday. I'm not sure what their name was, but yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.